G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Today I have a video where I'm going to be talking to you guys about the A-League Grand Final, which is tomorrow, this time tomorrow when I am recording it. It is Sunday the 4th of May when it is kicking off 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My team that I support, the Western Sydney Wanderers, are in the Grand Final for the second consecutive year. We've only been around for 2 seasons, our club, and both seasons we've made the Grand Final, so we've experienced a lot of success, but don't go calling me a glory hunter because I am certainly not. Of course, I support Fulham, so I can't be called a glory hunter. But we are playing Brisbane Roar, the minor premiers. They did win the minor premiership quite comfortably this season. We are playing up there in Brisbane at Suncorp Stadium. I was going to go up, except plane tickets in the night. I went to the semi-final last Saturday against Central Coast Mariners, and on the way home on the train when we won 2-0, I was looking up plane ticket prices to Brisbane, and one way it was $68 with airlines, and then I was like, okay, sweet, I might go up if Brisbane win, and then if Melbourne Victory would have beat Brisbane, then it would have been in Sydney, but Brisbane Roar did beat the Victory 1-0 in controversial circumstances, so the Grand Final is up in Brisbane, so I was like, okay, I might buy some plane tickets, and then I checked the prices, and as soon as Brisbane won, the plane ticket went up from about $70 to about $150, $200, which is absolutely stupid. And I apologise if in the background you can hear the birds chirping. It is Saturday afternoon and they're pissing me off at the moment, but hopefully you guys can't hear that too much. But yeah, I was pretty pissed that I'm not going to be able to go up, but I am going to my mate Josh's place with a few of the boys, and I'm going to be watching the match there. Hopefully we can pick up a victory. It would be absolutely amazing. I was at the Grand Final last year in Sydney where we lost 2-0, I think it was, to the Central Coast Mariners, which definitely did hurt. So hopefully we can win it this season, but I'm not too confident, to be fair. I think Brisbane Roar are going to win it. They've been the best side all year, and I think they deserve it, to be fair, although I would love for us to win. I'm actually praying that we win, and I'm not even religious, but if we win, it's going to be probably one of the best days of my life. But saying that, I feel that Brisbane deserves to win it. They've of course been the best side all year in the A-League. We have a pretty good record against them, I believe. We've played 4 times, I think it is, and we have won 3 and drawn 1, I believe it is, something like that. We haven't lost to them many times, if at all. So that's pretty good going into it. I went and saw Brisbane versus Western Sydney mid-season on the Friday night with my Jacob, middle of the season, and it was a draw, a 1-1 draw I think it could have been, but it was very tense. That was when we were fighting for the minor premiership, and then Brisbane ran away with it towards the back end of the season. But up in Suncorp, Brisbane are always a tough side to face. If they win this weekend, they become the most successful club on books in the A-League's history, winning the most titles. They did go on a streak a few seasons ago before the Wanderers were in the league where they won a ridiculous amount of games in a row. I can't remember how many games in a row it was, but it was crazy. Back in the day when they had Ange Postecoglou, who right now is the Socceroos coach, when Postecoglou was in charge of Brisbane Roar, they were absolutely unstoppable. But Mike Mulvey, he's done a pretty good job with the side this season. On paper, they're not the best side in the league, or on paper the best sides are like Western Sydney, Sydney FC, who are very disappointing, but that's good because I don't really like the Smurfs, and Melbourne Victory. They're all very good sides on paper, but when it comes to actual crunch time, Brisbane Roar are the best side. They have Berisha, who is playing his last game for the Brisbane Roar. I believe he's going down to Melbourne Victory next season. They have Thomas Broich, who is the beast German left winger. He's definitely going to be somebody to watch out for. Then they have obviously the Australian internationals Matt Mackay, and their goalkeeper Michael Theo. He is an absolute tank, having a great season. One of the best keepers in the league. So we're definitely going to be struggling to score goals. And hopefully our defense can go very, very well tomorrow. We've been a little bit leaky this season, I must admit. We've been rotating 3 main central defenders around. We've been switching around Beauchamp, Sporanovic and Topol Stanley all season. And I think our best bet is to go with Topol Stanley and Sporanovic. I know you could argue that Beauchamp in centre back could provide a bit of experience, but I don't think he's having a great season. I think we should just save him for the Asian Champions League because we are into the round of 16. But I feel that Spranovic and Topple Stanley are the best bet for centre backs. And then obviously you got to have Pollens in right back. I don't really mind who we go with for left back. Maybe push over Cole for a bit of experience, but you know, that's up to Tony Popovic to decide. And then, of course, we are going to be having Ono and Moy. Ono playing his last A-League game for the Wanderers. Been a great servant for us these past 2 seasons. Really giving us something to cheer about. I have gotten a few photos with him and spoken to him a few times, and he is an absolute class man. Doesn't speak too much English at all, of course, because he is Japanese, but he is a great guy, and we're definitely going to miss him next season. We are actually losing a lot of our key players next season, so this could be our last dig at the A-League title for a while, because we're losing Moy to Melbourne Harder. He's going to become their marquee Australian player. We are losing Pollens. He wanted a contract extension, but we didn't re-sign him, so he's most likely going to be a free agent next season. It's rumoured that Yusuf Hersey is going to Perth Glory at the end of the season, which is, I don't know what to think of Hersey. Sometimes he plays absolutely awesome, sometimes he doesn't, but I can admire that he is a very hard worker on the field. Often I go and watch him and he often tries to win the ball back, and he is a very decent player. But he does make a lot of mistakes sometimes and does miss a lot of kind of relatively easy opportunities, so that's one downfall for him. And then we've got Ono leaving, going back to Japan, playing the J-League, I believe he is. So yeah, hopefully we can pick up a victory to send these guys who have been there since day one, send them off with a bang, and hopefully they can have good memories of the Western Sydney Wanderers Football Club. Back on into the game. As I said before, I'm not too confident at all. I'm thinking Brisbane are going to win by a goal or 2, but if we can pick up the victory, I am definitely going to be a very happy person. Definitely follow me on Twitter to see how the game goes, because I'm sure I'll be tweeting about it. I'm either going to be very, very happy, like very happy tweets like this is amazing, or very pissed off tweets. So guys, that has been my brief little analysis of the A-League final. If you have to give a score prediction, I think Brisbane are going to go up 1-0, unfortunately. I just don't think it's going to be our day up in Brisbane. They've been the best side all season. They really deserve it, although I am hoping that we can get the victory. But win or lose, we will always follow you. Come on, you Wanderers. It's been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.